everyone, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Peju, and today I'm going to show you how I achieved this look. Woo. Take two. Hi everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Peju, and today I'm going to be speaking on the single season, so the season of being single. And this video doesn't only apply to people who are not in relationships, but it also applies to people who are not married yet. So you could be single, you could be in a relationship, you could be courting, whatever it is. I just hope this video blesses you. It's going to be a short video. Please keep on watching. One of the myths that we tend to live by in this world is that we think you cannot be single and happy, like you cannot be happily single. And you know, there's a lot of people who desire to be in relationships, a lot of people who desire to want to be married, and there's nothing wrong with those desires, because you know, those desires obviously come from God, but it's about waiting for the right time. And what do you do in that season while you are single? A lot of the time we look at Instagram and we see our relationships, everything looks so glamorous, everything looks so nice, everything looks so fun, and it's like, oh my gosh, relationship goals, oh my gosh, Bella Naija, this wedding is amazing. But the marriage is much more than the wedding. And if you are unhappy while you're single, you are going to be unhappy while you're in a relationship, because understand that a partner cannot complete you. A partner is meant to complement you. The only person that can complete you is God. You should not seek happiness in somebody else. Like, do not seek for your happiness in another person, because we're all human beings. They're going to disappoint you. They cannot give you the true happiness that you need. The only person that can give you that true happiness and that true joy is Christ. So that through every situation that you encounter in life, in that relationship, wherever there are obstacles, whenever that person says something that upsets you or annoys you, because you have the joy of Christ in you and you are not seeking happiness and pleasure from that person, you'll be able to withstand everything that comes your way. Before you get into a relationship, you need to first of all build a relationship with yourself. Understand who you are as a person. Get to know yourself, get to know your likes, your dislikes, your strengths, your weaknesses, your flaws. Love everything about yourself. Get to know your values. What is it that you believe in? What is it that you don't believe in? So that you are confident in who you are, and you also love yourself. The Bible says love your neighbor as yourself. If you do not love yourself as a person, how do you expect to love somebody else? You also need to build a relationship with Christ. Building a relationship with Christ would help you to see and understand how to actually be in a relationship. Christ made us for relationships. He wanted us to build a relationship with Him, get to know Him, love Him, speak to Him. Remember that you bring to the relationship what you are while you're single. So if as a single person you are mature, you love yourself, you are confident, you are self-reliant, you are happy, you are truly happy with yourself, then that's how you are going to be in a relationship. But if as a single person you are insecure, you have low self-esteem, you do not love yourself, you are seeking pleasure in things of this world, in material things, that's how you're going to be when you go into a relationship. Do not think that a relationship changes things. Instead, it actually exposes these sides of you, because when you go into a relationship with somebody, you are meant to be selfless. I think it's also very important for us to know that there is a reason for this single season. There is a major reason why God has made this season for us, and it's for us to work on ourselves as individuals, and it's also for us to focus on Christ. So 1 Corinthians 7 verse 32 says, I would like you to be free from concern. An unmarried man is concerned about the Lord's affairs, but how he can please the Lord. But a married man is concerned about the affairs of the world, how he can please his wife, and his interests are divided. An unmarried woman or virgin is concerned about the Lord's affairs. Her aim is to be devoted to the Lord in both body and spirit. But a married woman is concerned about the affairs of the world, how she can please her husband. I am saying this for your own good, not to restrict you, but that you may live in the right way, in undivided devotion to the Lord. Paul is basically saying in this passage that when you are single, you are able to devote all that you are, give your undivided attention to Christ. When you are single, you are able to, spend so much time with God, get to know God, be devoted to Him. You're not worried, or you're not, you know, distracted by the interests of your partner. And this is why this is the time for us to get to know God more, to build our relationships with God, so that when we are at a certain level with Christ, when we get into a relationship, we are not distracted. When we get into a relationship, the relationship doesn't pull us away from Him, because we have already got to a certain stage in our relationship with Christ. You get to know Christ, and your faith is built, and your faith is really strong. Regardless of who you are with, you will be able to maintain that relationship with God. So relationships can also be a distraction. In Songs of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 5, it says, "Daughters of Jerusalem, I charge you by the gazelles and by the doors of the field. Do not arouse or awaken love until it so desires." Now, it's telling you that do not awaken love until it so desires. Do not get into that relationship until God says it is the right time to get into that relationship. It's very important for us not to do things on our own timing, but on God's timing. Have you ever heard of, you know, right person, wrong time? It could be a situation whereby you get into that relationship, but you are not ready, or the other person isn't ready. Your character has not been built to be able to withstand what is coming. You know, your faith isn't strong enough to deal with the temptations and the pressures that may arise from that relationship. So do not force these things. Do not rush. God is working on you. If your heart so desires to be in a relationship, then God is going to give you a relationship. Psalm 37 verse 4 says, "Delight in the Lord and He will give you the desires of your heart." While you are waiting, while you are single, focus on Christ. Seek Him. Find pleasure in Him, and He will give you the desires of your heart. You desire to be in a relationship, He will give that to you, but at the right time, when you can handle it. You don't want to get into a relationship whereby, you know, this is the relationship that God has ordained for you, but you get into it before you're ready, and then you mess things up. You know, it's also important that while we are single, we do not just sit around and wait. You know, do things that are fun. Travel, like go on different adventures. Work on yourself, work on your skills, build your dreams. Just because you're single doesn't mean that you should be dormant or you're useless. Like, you know, find yourself. Actually find yourself. This is the time for you to do whatever you want. This is time for you to be selfish, because you do not have to focus on somebody else. You do not always have to, you don't have to think about somebody else before you do things that you want to do with your life. So I'm just saying to you guys that being single is a good thing. Don't think that being single is the end of the world or it's a bad thing. Enjoy your singleness. Enjoy your season of singleness. And when the time is right, you'll be in the right relationship for you, and you also enjoy that relationship. Do not compromise because you want to be in a relationship. And do not think that your standards are too high. No. If your standards are the standards of Christ, then that's the right standard, and that's the right person that's going to come for you. And just to end, I'd like to say that, you know, when the situation is right and when the relationship is right, God will make it. In Habakkuk 2:3, the Bible says, "For the revelation awaits an appointed time. It speaks of the end and will not prove false. Though it linger, wait for it. It will certainly come and will not delay." So when the time is right, God will make it clear to you that this is the right time and this is the right person for you at the appointed time. God's time is the best time. So I hope you've enjoyed this short video by myself. If you would like to see more videos like this, please drop a comment below. Drop your comments below, like, subscribe, and thank you for watching. Bye!